Well, it's time now to go through the papers. And if you don't know already, we have Dawn Neesom doing that, and we've got David Wooding. And very entertaining they are too. Not a lot of happiness around in the newspapers, as you can imagine. And Dawn has strike, OK? The posties are going to be striking shortly, and there's so many ballots out. But train strikes and the effect of them, what have you got to say on this?
Just when you thought it was safe to go and try and travel somewhere, there is another Network Rail strike this weekend. And parts of the UK will be completely cut off from the rail network as workers at 9 train operators walk out in an ongoing dispute over pay and working conditions. Now, this is from The Independent, page 11. They've got a lovely map with lots of red lines showing where you will not be able to travel this weekend. I mean, it's...
Tell you another big inconvenience with this, now that the football season's back again.
I know. Well, and a lot of the strikes are timed to affect ordinary people. I mean, they time it to affect the Commonwealth Games, didn't they? They've timed it to affect the football season. Now, look, I get everyone has the right to strike. I completely and totally support that. However, the timing is affecting people that they want to support them more, i.e. us lot, isn't it? It's not really affecting the government, which are the people they want to be affecting.
See, I agree with you. I would be very, very sympathetic to pay and conditions, working hours for a lot of workers, including rail workers there. But you say then, how far can your patience be tested if you're stuck on a hot day and nowhere to go? And
the holiday season, Eamon. I mean, sort of like people who put off travelling at the very start of the school holidays think, well, we'll leave it because of all the chaos. We'll leave it a week and we'll go away this weekend, and you can't.
My son's going to Newcastle this weekend.
Good luck with that. I hope it's walking.
I'm thinking it's on a red line. No.
It's on a red line.
Everywhere
is on a red line. Yeah. Basically, if you want to get anywhere from Scotland to the northeast, to the northwest, to down to Penzance in the West Country, or Norwich up in Norfolk, don't. They're all red lines.
Just stay at home. Marvellous. David, you've chosen a story inside the Mail about diets and how to control your appetite. Pray do tell.
Yes, well, often we're told to ignore hunger pangs if we're on a diet, to override it and just eat a certain way at certain times and at certain portions.
You're very trim. Do you ignore hunger pangs?
Well, yeah, I tend to eat a good square meal once a day. I always have breakfast. I eat a good
What do you have for
good
breakfast?
lunch. I vary it. Sometimes I have egg and toast. Sometimes I have kippers.
Oh, a proper breakfast.
Yeah, and then. But by and large, if I'm dashing out like this morning, I had porridge with a handful of blueberries.
Yum.
So it's no accident you don't have bloat there. You don't have a bulgy
I'm
tummy.
also active. So
You're also
I go to the
gym. Are you a runner?
I'm a runner.
You look like
I go
a
to the
runner.
gym a couple of times a week, and I go up the stairs rather than I can't wait for the lift to come, so I run up the stairs.
Right, okay.
Anyway, that aside.
Okay.
We keep being told that many popular diets are grounded in going through certain calories and one thing and another. Well, this says basically you should let your body tell you when it's time to eat. If you feel hungry, eat. Now, I don't know whether that's a recipe for disaster with you.
I always want to eat.
I never don't want to eat.
If you're always hungry.
If I listen to my body, remind me, if I come back in a second life, I'll be back as a Labrador dog. A dog that will just eat all day, just stand by the fridge.
You've got the expression there. You've got that expression saying, feed me.
You just want to stroke him as well, don't you?
Where do you stand on a Domino's pizza?
Pizzas don't agree with me. I always feel very bad when I eat a pizza, that especially the thick-based ones, that you just feel bloated and lack of energy and things like that. I'm not saying...
Not that bad, though. I mean, tell us your Catherine Zeta-Jones story when you went for a pizza.
It's private.
Come on.
It's private.
Oh,
I'm not here to share my friendships.
Sorry.
That's
when he went for pizza with Catherine Zeta-Jones. I won't tell the whole story.
Two journalists sitting around you, two gossip mongers.
OK, all right, private story. Anyway,
highly trained professionals, please.
Eamon's with the Italians, though. Domino's is no good.
Exactly. This is page 11 of the Daily Mail. It's in quite a few papers.
I love this story.
I love this story as well. Not suggesting you eat pizza for breakfast, obviously. US chain Domino's has admitted failure in its attempt to conquer Italy and has said a hasty arrivederci after spending 7 years trying to persuade Romans and Neapolitans that American pizza toppings, such as pineapple, were not a sacrilege. They've closed all 29 of their Italian stores, basically. Now, the real story behind this is the franchise holder in Italy actually went bankrupt.
Right.
But it's actually a bit of... So, therefore, they closed all the stores down. But it's also a bit of fun, isn't it? Because, as we all know, the Italians are very, what's the word, precious, possibly?
Particular.
Sensitive, caring, very in touch with their pizzas. And they do
Latin.
Yeah, they do very, very proper pizzas, whereas the Americans just stick anything on it, and then they do the stuffed crusts, and it's like, so you've got loads of meat on it, and the Italians do a nice bit of sort of...
I mean, you just go to any corner shop in Italy and you can buy a slice of pizza, and it's the most incredible thing you've ever eaten in your life. And not to do Domino's down, it has a roll, usually on a horrendous hangover. But apart from that, I don't think it's usually, gourmet.
Yeah, no, it's
They
the
say
Hawaiian.
in this piece, don't they, that most of them were ordered by drunk Americans who are on holiday in Italy anyway.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Right, OK, David, you've chosen this story, and I saw it in the papers this morning. Big, cuddly teddy bear was found by the police, and then they realised that this teddy bear was breathing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, a giant teddy bear sitting in the armchair. They'd raided a house to try and catch a car thief, a serial car thief, it turns out, and they'd gone and raided his girlfriend's house, and she said he wasn't at home. And then they looked at the big teddy bear sitting in the armchair, and it appeared to be breathing. And what he'd done
Pretty
is
scary.
he'd cut a hole in the bum of the teddy bear
And
jumped inside and was hiding inside the teddy bear.
Genius.
So now it's not a teddy bear that he's inside, but a cell.
Because see what you did. He's inside.
He's inside. He's really inside.
How was he breathing? I mean, how was he breathing? I know.
Well,
Well,
it's
it's probably
inhaling and
pores.
exhaling inside his teddy
but,
bear
he
suit.
had a bear's head over his head.
No, I'm
Well, he
assuming
might,
it's
he might have gone in backwards. Well, he cut a hole in his
breathing
bottom.
out the bottom.
Breathing out the bottom.
God.
That's what he could have been doing. Suppose you said. So,
We've overthought this story, haven't we, slightly?
right, OK, but let's talk about, from bears, let's go to dogs again, and they're very, very good at getting people dates, apparently.
Yeah, I know. I've picked this one because I know you love your doggy. This is basically, it's a survey done in Spain, by the way, 300 women. And if you're looking for love, dog size matters. And there was me thinking it was the size of your possibly bank balance, I was going to say that. But no, it's dog size. So basically, the smaller the dog you have, if you're a chap out walking your dog, the smaller the dog and the cuter the dog, women perceive you to be less threatening and less aggressive. I mean, it's common sense.
Yes,
really,
common
isn't it? Now, of
sense,
course, it's
yeah.
common sense. So if you've got a small, cute dog, women will feel more kindly towards you rather than a great big Rottweiler on a chain or something.
But also a
snarling at
tiny
you.
dog makes people laugh, makes them funny, and they see it as a sort of, what's the word you use, Isabel, when they,
know.
human characteristics...
Anthropomorphise.
Anthropomorphized.
Yeah, what she said.
So it's like when you look at an animal and you see its humanistic character, even though it's not human, people often say, "Oh, look, bless it."
Right. So they project that onto the owner.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. But interesting, this survey also did say that even a big, aggressive-looking dog was more welcoming to a woman walking alone at night than a man walking on his own.
Yes.
So women always feel more comfortable when they're, walking and there happens to be a man coming in the opposite direction with a dog, no matter what size dog it is.
I think
There's something wrong with me when I just think, all the criminals are going to start buying little dogs now.
Yeah.
Stop telling
And
everyone.
all those predatory men will be
Yeah.
going out and buying a little Shih Tzu or something. Look at me,
It's like, you tell your kids, don't go and talk to a man who's offering you sweets. Now don't talk to a man who's got a small dog.
Yeah.
Even if he looks...
My granddaughter,
non-threatening.
I think,
so
yes, she is so cute, but the problem is she hates me. Right, that's the thing. So the thing is, she's a year old. Do you know where you've got these pictures when you were a kid and you used to go and see Santa, and you sit on Santa's knee,
God, yes.
and everybody's going,
Yes.
everybody's crying.
Yeah.
That's my granddaughter with me.
No, it's strange age. I told you this happens at this specific age and you get so hurt by it. And my kids did the same thing to their grandparents. They suddenly, around
She only
9 to
cries at
12
me.
months... No, it won't be just you. It will be people that she's not familiar with on a daily basis. But she'll come round and she'll soon realise that grandpa or granddad or whatever you are is the best in the biz. Trust me, it happens.
Am I threatening?
No,
Am I
you're
getting
gorgeous.
that-
My children adore you. My children adore you. So don't worry. It's just this age. And
They
my
get
children
clingy,
did
don't they?
it
They get
with
very
grandparents.
clingy.
They
But
do. It's a
you go
clingy
through a
stage.
clingy
I find you quite threatening, to be honest.
Do you have any of those pictures, having gone to the co-op or whatever to see Santa?
Yes.
And you're
my
crying,
little
screaming.
sister, and she was dressed up in one of those back in the 60s when you put kids in there she looked like a snowball. And she's sitting on this weird man's lap looking very terrified. And all you can see is this little face looking absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
But she's dressed as a snowball.
Yeah.
It's a really weird image.
Because they had pom-poms in those days, didn't they?
Yeah.
Little furry
Yes,
hoods
yeah,
and things.
yeah, that's what she looked like. Yeah,
Pom-poms, her gloves, everything.
So she was sitting on Santa, and there was a suspicious elf in the background as well.
Yes.
Suspicious elf, nothing worse.
Doubly terrified.
Here comes your suspicious grandpapa. grandpa now,
No,
looking like an elf
trust me,
or Santa.
it's a phase. It's a phase.
Nice
Don't
try,
take
Isabel.
offence. I'm telling you.
Oh, here's the thing, David. Right. So, and I'm sure this is true, right? Because I read on my Instagram one night ages ago, that if you lie on your left-hand side when you go to bed, you're in for trouble because you will want to wee. Right? You as soon as heck, you won't get much time. You go to sleep lying on your left-hand side, and you'll start jigging about that you want to go and have a wee. So it depends what side of your body, left or right. So what have you come up with here?
Well,
this is in the Telegraph.
This is the Telegraph. The story is that if you lie on your right-hand side and you're taking pain relief, then the pills work quicker. Now, when I saw the headline on this, I thought it was because it gets into your heart quicker. But apparently, on the right-hand side of your stomach is where the grinding and the churning happens. So it's also close to the exit to the intestine. So it gets it through your system a lot quicker, apparently.
Yeah.
So it's not just a case of when you take it, or if you take it with food or without food or whatever is a recommended way to take it. But they should be telling you as well to lie on your side and you get a quicker hit.
Yeah, well, that's top
So
tip.
that's quite a good tip for people who are on pain relief.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that, depending what side you lie on?
I'm just working my way through a very bad joke about what happens in bed, but I'm not going to go there. Obviously, it's a family broadcast. No, I haven't.
I want to know the joke now.
Well, I'm not allowed to lie on my back in bed. I'm not allowed to sleep on my back.
Snoring.
Yeah.
So if I get woken up in the night...
You get an elbow, lying back. Well, that's top tip as well. Lovely. I've enjoyed this morning. Dawn, David,
Excellent.
thank you very much. We've had a giggle. We've done some gloom and doom as well.
I now have an image of Eamon dressed up as Santa and sitting on his knee, which is slightly worrying.
But this used to be true. Only a number of years ago.
Yeah.
The BBC and various other people used to hire me to be Santa at Christmas, right?
Bad
and
Santa.
all staff
I
would
need
come,
to see
and they would all,
pictures of this bad
and you would have
Santa.
all these, 27-year-old women or whatever saying, "Oh, can I sit in your knee, Santa? Let me sit in your knee." Now you would think you'd just be arrested for such things, wouldn't you?
Should be.
And some women older than 27 as well.
I'll sit on your knee, love, don't worry.
Sure. There you go.
Right.